Rodea The Sky Soldier. I'm really glad I picked this up. What a fun and unique game. But the uniqueness doesn't stop just at the gameplay, because when you buy the game, it actually comes with two versions, the Wii U version and the Wii version. When I first heard about this, I thought, why would you want the Wii version? Wouldn't the Wii U version just be the same game with better graphics? But this is not the case at all. So why is there multiple versions then? Well, here's what happened. The Wii version was made by Yuji Naka's company, Probe. Yes, that Yuji Naka. And was finished and ready to be published in 2011. But it just never happened. The publisher for Rodea, Kadokawa Games, wanted the Wii version to be accompanied by a 3DS version, which was made by Kadokawa and not Probe. By the time the 3DS version was ready, the Wii was kinda outdated. So Kadokawa also made a Wii U version, which is a port of the 3DS version. And since both Kadokawa games are basically the same game, we won't be looking at the 3DS version. So you can see why the Wii and Wii U versions would differ. Not only are they made by different companies, but we also have a weird game of Chinese whispers going on here. Most people who compare these games completely tear the Wii U version apart. Even Yuji Naka himself has been telling people to play the Wii version. While I do prefer the Wii version, I don't think the Wii U game is that bad. It's certainly not as bad as a certain other bastardization. I should also note that it's been confirmed that only the first print runs of Rodea will come with the Wii version. So get in while you can.
Alright, let's begin!
So Kadokawa made some major changes and some minor ones. Let's cover the major changes first. The absolute first thing you notice when comparing these two games is the graphics. The Wii version is a much more vibrant game, while the Wii U version is incredibly washed out in comparison. Even when you compare the character portraits, they just don't look right in the Wii U version. With the knowledge that the Wii U game is just a port of the 3DS game, we can understand why the Wii U version would be graphically inferior, even if it does have a higher resolution. In an attempt to hide the bad graphics, a sketchbook filter effect has been applied to the Wii U version. It's much more visible in dark areas like this. I actually kinda like this effect. After all, it does do what it was intended to do, and it does give the Wii U version a distinctive style. Something the Wii U version can't hide though is the frame rate. The Wii version usually hangs around 60 frames per second, but it drops every now and then. The Wii U version seems to be stuck at around 30 frames per second at all times, so I suppose if you're a frames per second junkie, the Wii version's definitely for you. But the real meat of the Wii and Wii U differences lies in the control schemes. In the Wii game, all directional input is done with the Wiimote pointer. You point at an enemy or area you want to go, press and let go of B, and off you go. If you want to go on a particular arc, you just flick the Wiimote in the direction when you let go of B. To attack an enemy or speed up, you hold the A button down while flying. It takes a bit to get used to, but it is a really good system. The Wii U version was completely changed, however. Even though the Wii U does support Wiimotes, again, since it's a port of a 3DS game, there's no Wiimote inclusion. So you need to play the game with the gamepad or a Pro or Classic controller. A jump has been added to the game, which might sound trivial, but it actually does change how the game is played. During a jump, you press A to become suspended in air and make a crosshair appear. The crosshair is controlled using the left control stick. Press A once you've targeted something, and off you go. B is now the attack button. You can also press B while on the ground to instantly attack the closest object. A new feature in the Wii U version is pressing Y to instantly ascend, and holding down and pressing Y to drop. This is a great inclusion and actually makes some areas of the game much more playable. Now this is all fine so far, but a really dumb inclusion is this circle gauge here. What is it? It's your flight meter. When it runs out, you fall to the ground. The Wii version has no limits on flying. You can stay in the air for as long as you can. The problem with this is that the levels were designed around unlimited flight, so they had to make some changes to the level design in the Wii U version, which I'll talk about later. My real gripe with this though is that it makes chaining enemy kills much harder, since your combo ends when you touch the ground or a wall. In the Wii version, you can usually kill all enemies in an area without touching the ground, and if you're good, you can even move on to the next area and continue your combo. But in the Wii U version, you can only kill around 3 or 4 enemies, then you'll need to land. This not only ruins the fun, but along with the air suspension, it really slows down the pace of the game. So what did I mean when I said jumping changes the way the game is played? Let me explain with a crude picture. In the Wii games, say there's some kind of island off in the distance. Since it's too far away to target, there's no way to get to it. However, in the Wii U game, with the addition of jumping, you can jump a lot of the distance, then you'll be close enough to target it and fly the rest of the way. Well, if your flight meter doesn't run out anyway. Now, they actually took advantage of this newfound ability when designing the Wii U version, as some of the collectibles have been moved to these previously unreachable islands. Sometimes you'll encounter rare, stronger versions of enemies on these islands that didn't even exist in the Wii version. What this means for the game, though, is that instead of following a more linear path, there's all these side islands you'll have to visit if you want to find all the collectibles. Which game style you prefer is up to you. I will say, though, that a lot of the islands have nothing on them, and sometimes it's hard to tell if you'll even have enough flight power to reach a certain island. It's not all bad though, because in the Wii U version, they've actually given you a radar, and yes, medals do show up on it. So if collectibles were moved to these islands, where were they moved from? In the Wii version, there's these green doors in every level. These lead to some really cool 2D challenge rooms where a medal is hidden. All of the doors, except for a small few, were removed in the Wii U version. The ones that were left in now lead to these pick-your-own-way rooms, where you can only get a few gravitons. Gravitons are basically the coins of the game. In the Wii version, you need a certain number to enter the doors, whereas in the Wii U version, you can use them to fly even after your flight gauge is gone. Don't rely on them though, as they drain really quickly. Both games rank you on how many gravitons you've collected and your completion time, but the Wii U version also has a chain and combo rank. Chains are how many airborne gravitons you've collected without landing. A combo is how many enemies you've killed without landing. A chain counter doesn't exist in the Wii version, but the combo counter for killing enemies is called chain in the Wii version, just to confuse us. Now you see though, chaining doesn't actually need a rank in the Wii version, because for getting a long chain, you're rewarded with extra gravitons for every kill. In the Wii U version, enemies don't give gravitons. That's why they made the combo rank, because otherwise there would be no reward for getting a combo. So what do enemies give in the Wii U version? Parts. Here we have another new mechanic the Wii U version introduces, the ability to upgrade Rodea. But it's a hollow inclusion, as Rodea is already at full power in the beginning of the Wii version. Well, sort of. In the Wii version, your health determines your power. There's 3 different power levels. You start each level with 2 health, or level 2 power as I like to call it. All you need to do is pick up one of the numerous and very common health pickups, and you'll go get to level 3 power. In this state, your attack power is doubled than what it was at power level 2. Getting hit will take you down a power level. At power level 1, you can't attack at all, and you can only fly for a short amount of time. At this point, your only goal is to find a health pickup, because you can't do anything at all at level 1 power. This is a great incentive to try and stay at full power and avoid getting hit. The Wii U version has a more traditional health meter, and your attack power is only determined by what you've upgraded it to. Speaking of upgrades, your items can also be upgraded, but they have the same problem as Rodea's stats. They're already at full power when you get them in the Wii version. Although, items are basically power-ups in the Wii version. You can only have one at a time, and you can't bring them from level to level. Whereas in the Wii U version, you have every item you've unlocked so far at all times. Having all items at all times sounds like it would be better, but think of it this way. If the Wii game gives you an item, you know the area coming up has that particular item in mind. In the Wii U version, items aren't found in levels, so it's not as clear as to what item to use where. At the end of the day, I can summarize this by saying the game was designed for the items to be power-ups. If I close the upgrade menu, another Wii U exclusive feature is an unlock menu. In the Wii version, the collectible medals are just generic collectibles that don't really do anything. You get a new skin for Rodea if you collect them all in the game, that's it. In the Wii U version, there's a big list of things you can unlock using the medals. Much like the upgrade system though, a lot of these are things you already have in the Wii version. These two just allow you to level up more. These so-called secret conversations are conversations that are already had in the Wii version. Pilot mode can be used at any time in the Wii version by pressing 2. Being able to change the music in the stages is actually a pretty cool and new feature. This lets you build things for Ion's ship. It's purely cosmetic, and the things you build are only shown on the gamepad. These are the boss skins, which you get in the Wii version by S-ranking every level. All that's left is a bunch of these tickets. The Ticket Island is a new feature in the Wii U version. All it is an area to grind for parts. The more tickets you buy, the further you can go. As for the other things on the menu, there's a status screen, a play log, and an options menu. Ion's chattiness. Oh yeah, in the Wii U version, a lot of generic lines were added for Ion and Sonia.
Whoosh! Stuck like glue! Stuck like a barnacle! Why?
3 is the default level, but they still never shut up.
Oh my, so many graviton.
I recommend turning it all the way down. So those were the menus, but what about the actual level select screen? This is one thing the Wii U version has undoubtedly done better. The Wii version basically consisted of a drop-down list of levels. The Wii U version actually places the levels where they are on the Garuda map, and it even gives them names. Johto, where's Professor Elm? Let's take a look at some of the level differences now. I noticed several, but I want to talk about 2 in particular. In the Wii version, right in the very first level, there's a few islands in between the 2 wire cables. In the Wii U version, this section was removed, and the first wire cable takes you straight to the level finish. The most obvious difference though, is in level 21. It starts with this Kid Icarus Uprising type section. Once that finishes, in the Wii version there's this decently sized section where you need to find the key to get into the fortress. The Wii U version removes this completely, and you can just waltz in.
That's how it's done.
A couple of the minor level mechanics were also changed. In a few levels there's strong winds that push Rodea. In the Wii version, you need to latch onto the ground and mash the B button to keep this arrow in the green section. If you fail to do this, you'll get stunned and blown away. The wind is still in the Wii U version, however, all it does is push against Rodea, lowering his speed. Your flight gauge still empties though, so be careful. The other difference is this cube mechanic. I think this is only used twice in the whole game. In the Wii version, you whack this cube and it explodes into smaller cubes. You then need to try and get one of the smaller cubes into these lasers to stop them. In my footage here, I didn't need to do that as one already went onto the laser. I don't like this mechanic at all. Someone at Katakawa agreed with me though, so in the Wii U version, there's no big cube. A single little cube moves over the lasers and you need to fit in the gap. The easiest way for me to explain why I don't like this is to compare it to those ancient billiard balls from Sonic 06. Much like those, it's kinda hard to make the cubes go where you want them to. I just got really lucky here. The Wii version also has a fairly simple multiplayer race mode. There's not much to say about it, you just race a friend to the end. It's completely missing from the Wii U version though, since you know, blah blah blah, 3DS port. I imagine even if it was included, considering how badly the Wii U version is optimized, it'd probably run terribly anyway. Gee, I guess I did resort to picking on the Wii U version after all. Well, that's everything I have to say about Rodea The Sky Soldier. Unlike the Mario 3 video, this is a game I didn't mind having to play through twice. It really is one of my favourite games to come out in recent years. I do have to agree with Yuji Naka though. Please play the Wii version, absolutely. Hey everyone, just wanted to say a huge thanks for subscribing. We finally reached 1,000 subscribers on this Josh Kell channel. If you want to see more Rodea, the day this went up, I also started a Let's Play of the Wii version on my Let's Play channel, so go check that out if you want. And I also have a link here to the previous version differences on Spyro 1. That was a good one. So check that out if you haven't already seen it. And again, thanks for watching. See you next time.